Yeah.
But that's the thing, bro. Nobody in their right mind
Knows
would
the
ever
future.
marry. No, would ever marry an it girl. Like
think?
no one in their right mind. I kid you not, bro.
Why?
I kid you not.
What if you've
Why?
changed? What if you've just yes, I used to be a it girl, but now I just want to be a home girl.
It girls, Slick Talk was right. Mm-hmm. They will do whatever it takes. Girls will do whatever it takes to secure the bag. Right?
Showmax bag kind of vibes.
Ah. Okay, is my mic fine? Okay, cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now, the thing is, in life, as a ninja, you might have money, but there's always someone with a bigger bag. So you'll never have the biggest bag.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So which means your it girl is always up for sale.
Hi and welcome back to the channel. Come closer, class is in session. Now, I just want to address these transactional relationships that society is promoting and also normalizing, right? Whereby people are starting to put a price tag on love. Weird, I know. Now, I'm also going to address what Meg G was talking about, because he was talking about relationships, but funny enough, he spoke about securing the bag, having a bigger bag, and your it girl being for sale. What's going on, right? Are women offering their bodies to men and men offering their money to women? What happened to the feelings? What happened to falling in love, right? So please excuse my language and my explicit viewpoint, but I do feel that we are sugarcoating a lot of soft prostitution and the introduction of sex work through these relationships and expectations between women and men in relationships, right? I mean, this train of thought and behavior is very backwards and disappointing, right? Self-respect and common sense is not a crime. You should try it out. Really, it's not that difficult. Your private parts are not a meal ticket to a luxury lifestyle. You can't want to expose yourself or present yourself to the world as a sex symbol, then get shocked when you're not chosen, right? You're getting shocked when you're only desired and not loved. Make it make sense. Are you okay? Right? I mean, prostituting online for a lifestyle in your 20s and 30s with so much confidence and pride, but yet who gets shocked when you're not picked. It does not make sense to me, right? Now, I think society confuses this. Sexy does not mean naked, right? And society confuses this because you associate sexiness with horniness and lust. Do you know there's a certain way a woman can carry herself and she can be super sexy without showing skin? Same applies to men. So I think we live in a society whereby everything's so hypersexualized, right? Everything has a price tag and it's annoying. It frustrates me. Like at the end of the day, we are human beings. Put your achievements aside, does not matter. Put your cars and houses aside. At the end of the day, who are you as a human being, right? Now, having nice things is important. I mean, everyone wants nice things. Who doesn't? You know? But demanding and expecting those things from a partner is ridiculous. That's absurd. Like, that's sick. Like, why would I demand a car from my partner if I can't get myself a car? Do you get what I'm saying? Now, there's no formula to falling in love. There is no formula to falling in love. We live in a time whereby we put a price tag to everything, including love, which irritates me. I mean, if a man wants to be kept, he'll be kept, right? If a man loves you, he'll move mountains. Same applies to women, right? I do feel that sometimes our behavior and mindsets contribute to us struggling and not finding love. I do believe that, right? But at the end of the day, I just feel society is just focusing on a lot of nonsense, right? And love is one of the most beautiful things in the world, right? But society is trying to turn it into something that it's not, with all of these standards and demands and requirements, right? I mean, respect, patience, love, gentleness, understanding, caring, being considered are the most important things in relationships, right? With all these bums out there and all of these guys with money, why aren't you guys married? It shows that society has an internal problem. Intrinsically, there's a problem with us, right? We look good. We got the things, but inside, internally, there is a problem. And that's what I want to address today in this video, right? Now, I think it girls, right, struggle to find love or marriage. In my opinion, it's not standard procedure, right? Simply because the external does not match the internal, right? Now, external simply means the physical, right? These girls are super attractive, gorgeous faces, right? Banging bodies. I mean, they can dress and show up and present themselves. Um, um, Internally, right, which is intrinsic, they are a hot mess, right? They're all over the place. I mean, mentally, emotionally, their behavior when they speak, it's just all over the place. And past trauma and all of that, you can tell that they're talking from a space of hurt or lack, right? Now, they tend to get the man, but lack the substance to keep a man, right? That's why most of their relationships is very much short term and short lived, right? Everything to them is transactional. And I'll explain what I'm trying to say, right? But let me just go back quickly to a point. Their relationships are very much short term simply because they don't embody the qualities of an average woman or the qualities an average woman embodies. And I'll get back to this point. But everything to them is transactional. And I'll give you an example of this. Now, Lady made a video on TikTok a few days ago saying that she's not about to go on a coffee date. She's not going to leave her house in this economy, get ready, drive with her car and petrol just to go see someone and have a coffee date. She's not doing that. And then people came for her. She had to delete the video. And I was like, but what did you expect, babe? Like, did you expect him to book you a private jet and take you to Paris? You're saying you're going on a coffee date, so you're trying to get to know someone who can be a potential partner. So what's wrong? Like, what are you guys selling? Why are you guys so demanding at this point? It's just a meet and greet to see if you like the person. If not, you go your separate ways. So why must he go all out just for you? Do you get what I'm saying? Which never makes sense to me. So they tend to enter these relationships with motives and they always want to get something out of it. It's never genuine, right? So they past hurt constantly shows up in their new relationships, and that's why their relationships end so quickly and never last, simply because they tend to have this attitude: whatever my ex did to me, you're going to pay for it. And it's like, but why are you bleeding onto the next person, right? Heal yourself, deal with yourself, and then show up, right? So I do feel that a lot of these girls, or I would assume that a lot of these it girls were not seen emotionally by the men in their lives. From little girls to now as women, they are struggling to be seen in their relationships for who they really are. So what they do is that they hide behind these attitudes, these mindsets, and the lifestyle, the hair, the makeup, and the body. And they think all of this can get you a man. Well, all of this can get you a man, right? But to keep a man, I think you need to have intrinsic value. You need to have substance. Obviously, I won't lie to you. Being physically attractive is important. I'm not gonna lie. Even if you're not conventionally considered to be super attractive or easy on the eye, I just feel you need to look put together, right? But at the end of the day, as a society, we're missing the point that looks are important, but also what's going on the inside. Because after a few nights with each other, now I'm going to be stuck with you. You can't think, you can't comprehend, you're inconsiderate, you can't function as a human being. Do you get what I'm saying? So I think that's the problem, and that's why I think a lot of it girls are not married, right? Now, being desired is not enough. You know, a man telling you that he loves you, a man liking your pictures, sending you money, taking you on vacation, taking you on dates, does not necessarily mean he's wholeheartedly into you. This man could be doing all of these things simply because he wants one thing, and we all know what that is, right? And a lot of these it girls confuse that behavior with love. Now, let me give you a quick example of what I'm trying to say in this video, right? I'm speaking about the external and the internal, right? Now, the external, I'm going to give two examples, right? The first example is Boiti. There was a big conversation on Twitter whereby they said both her exes are married. What's wrong with her? She's beautiful, she's successful. What's wrong with her? And I was like, okay, I understand what they're saying, right? Maybe she doesn't want marriage, it's okay. But I do understand where they're coming from as well. It could be that Boiti is super attractive. She has her independence, she has money, she has her own thing going on for herself. But intrinsically, it could be possible that she's lacking, right? She has done the outside work where she looks super sexy, financially okay. But intrinsically, when you sit her down, she could be lacking badly. Same applies to Londi London. Londi London is a beautiful lady. I'm not gonna lie. For the longest time, I never heard Londi London really speak. I only saw her pictures and I'm like, damn, she looks hot. She's hot, you know? Ever since she started sitting at that podcast, I'm like, girl, get off that podcast. That girl has nothing to say that is constructive, you know? So she's lacking intrinsic value, right? And now there's a woman I'm going to use as the example for the internal, right? Which is the intrinsic value that I'm talking about. I can't pronounce her name. I'll just put her clip on here. And then I started listening to her, but I thought, ugh, national pick me, you know? But then I was like, wait a minute, let me give her a chance. And I was like, wow, this is a queen. This is a woman, right? She is doing the work. She has done the work. Her mind, the way she speaks, her gentleness, the way she's feminine. And she brings up topics to say it's okay to be a woman. It's okay to be feminine. Women shouldn't lead households. And I'm thinking this is beautiful because it girls would be on some, he better give me money. I hate men, but you're still with men. So what's the point? You hate these men, but you guys are still with them. It doesn't make sense, you know? But with her, it's different. She sees men as kings. You know, she respects men and she understands her role as a woman in society, which is super sexy, super attractive. She's not showing skin. She's not twerking. She's not cracking her back for anything online, you know, but she is beautiful. She's calm. She's in an element. So the problem is with these it girls, they think you just need to focus on the physical. Looking good is important, but guess what? Who are you internally? How do you think? How do you behave? How do you communicate? How do you present yourself? You know, a lot of these girls can get a man. Literally, they can. But they lack substance to keep a man. Hence, they are not married. Because with all of these BBLs that's happening, with all of this beauty, why can't you secure a man and just get married and settle down? Right? I know someone in the comments will be, but what if they don't want to get married? Then that's okay. But I was just addressing what Meg G was saying in that clip, and I've just been thinking about it because I've been watching these podcasts online, and I can tell that a lot of these girls, they have this baddie attitude, but they really want to be loved. They really want marriage, and it's okay. But as much as society pushes the physical, it's important to also do the inside work, which is your character, your mindset, how you think, how you present yourself. You understand what I'm saying? So I don't know what you think about that. You can comment down below. Do you think it girls don't get married because of their attitudes and their behaviors and how they present themselves to the world, right? Now, the second part of this video, I'm going to be addressing SimzRight's crash out online. Now, Sims made a video saying that she's tired of being disrespected by influencers and all of these girls online who think she has nothing to do with her life, you know? She did acknowledge the fact that she's been in this industry for some time and it's about time people respect her, right? She literally cried. My heart goes out to her because SimzRight, Lihle, and Owami, we do the similar thing. Like we talk about these girls and the industry, right? And entertainment space. And one thing I've realized is that the influencing industry and space is very messy, right? And if you do not match their energy, you'll be under the bus, literally. I mean, as a small channel myself, right? There are times where I'm losing my mind behind the scenes. These girls don't play, right? They have attitudes and they will make it known. And the fact that they have the audacity to think that they own the internet, right? The entitlement that they think they own the internet just upsets me, right? I mean, also with their following, they have this cult following that these followers don't want to hear anything about them. And it's like, babe, calm down. I mean, I made a video the last video, saying that I want to unfollow pregnant women. And someone was like, why don't you scroll past? I'm not going to scroll past, my darling. Guess what? I subscribe to them. I subscribe to these girls for more than 10 years. I'm not about to do that. I will address the things I like and I will address the things that I don't like, right? And someone was like, but pregnancy is part of lifestyle content. Correct, but not the type of lifestyle I want to watch. Do you get what I'm saying? And there's a big conversation online now of, are gay people competing with women? And I'm like, okay, I get it. Then they were like, women are complaining that they don't feel comfortable with gay people in the bathroom. I'm like, okay, that one I understand. So it's a thing of with women, you guys can always call out the things that you don't want. Even with men, you'll tell, I don't want to date a broke man. The minute we call you guys out, it's a big problem. I just said I do not want to watch pregnant people on my phone. And there's nothing wrong with that. And specifically, turning your pregnancy into an aesthetic, whereby you're making money out of this, which is just weird for me, right? I never said they should stop. I just addressed that part. no, it's ridiculous. Hey, karataking. I never arabe motho because I'm gonna lose my mind, right? So it's just those things whereby women tend to have the center of attention in society. They can tell everyone else what they don't like and who they want and the standards and the requirements. But the minute we have these conversations, we're attacking women. We are not. First of all, I just want to address this. I'm not a gay accessory. I have a functioning brain. I can think for myself, right? I'm not just a gay that's just there for you to listen and have fun with or make a joke out of. No, excuse me, I'm not a clown, right? So I will continue having these conversations. And I'm tired of apologizing and putting out disclaimers because of what? I am an entitled subscriber. I am an entitled follower. I have an opinion, right? So it's just that attitudes within this space where people think that they own the internet. No. I mean, commentary channels exist in America. And you don't find Kim Kardashian running after all of them and saying, yo, you talking about me, you talking about me. Calm down. You guys are not celebrities. You are influencers, content creators, TikTok stars. So you don't have so much authority in the grand scheme of things. So to SimzRight, babe, I'm really sorry. And you're very respectful in your delivery, right? And very funny in your delivery. So I don't understand why they have a problem with you. And half the time you don't even talk about them in a shady way. But with that said, continue doing your work. We love you, Sims. I saw the comments. A lot of people appreciate you. You're doing good. You're doing good, my love. With that said, please don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, share. I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.